is now saying that he thinks that it's most likely that Putin has already threatened Israel. He's already threatened Israel, saying, hey, if you do anything, like, we will nuke you out of existence. Development turns out, Colonel, listen to what he has to say about what's happening with President Putin.
If true, this is prophetic.
Is that possible?
This is
Let's listen to what
a potential fulfillment of Bible prophecy.
The catalyst for the larger war that's now going to begin against Israel. Every Muslim country is going to come on board against Israel, along with Russia, along with China. I'd be surprised if Mr. Putin doesn't make it very clear to Mr. Netanyahu that if he contemplates using a nuclear weapon, he needs to understand something. If you do this, if you use a nuclear weapon against Iran or anyone in the Middle East, we will use a nuclear weapon against you. I'd be very surprised.
那我几十年前开始研究圣经里面的 amazing Bible prophecies, and was one of the first, I guess, at least in the Bay Area, that had prophecy conferences. 那我讲的都很多关于这个苏联在圣经里面谈到将来一个国家就是 modern Russia, and in that area. And this is in the book of Ezekiel, 以斯结书第38章. Don't take my word for it, 自己看一看，很有趣的。这一段经文里面很简单讲一讲 give you a summary, okay? Book of Ezekiel, KJV. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, here's what this is thousands of years ago, understand, that 圣经预言预测 predict, prophesy what's going to happen in the end times, in 世界在将来会有什么事情发生。Does the Son of Man set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog? And without going into all the details, the language, and I spent too much time back then studying. And frankly, this is not the purpose today, but I just want to say Gog, Magog, it's, in reference to, I believe, and many Bible scholars believe, to modern-day Russia. And Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I am against you, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And I will turn thee back, and put hooks into thy jaw, and I will bring thee forth. And all thine army horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, modern weaponry. Understand, back then, that was before the days of chemical warfare, nuclear warfare, before they have guns and missiles and so forth, right? So that's the best description they have, is what they had back then. Swords and bucklers and shields, armor. Persia, which is, by the way, modern-day Iran, 这是伊朗. Okay? 也会同他们一起, Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmet. They will be armed. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah, of the northern quarters. They are from the north. Now, if you look at a map in Israel, 看看地图, 以色列在哪里? 你看看它的北方是有什么国家? That would make sense. I'll let you do an independent study, okay? And many people with you, and be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto you. So the leader is, I believe, modern day Russia. At least many Bible scholars believe. So it talks about how that in the latter years, is my mouse working here? All right. Anyway, so in the latter years, thou shalt come into, here it is, okay. Thou shalt come into, right here, and gather all the many people against the mountains of Israel. So they will be attacking who? They'll come against the mountain of Israel. Do you see it? Israel, which have always been raised, but is brought forth out of many nations. And you know what happened? 1948, Israel became independent, and the Jews came from many, many nations, and the nation of Israel was formed. and thou shalt come. He's talking about Gog, Magog, and all its alliance. 他们的盟军 They shall descend and come like a storm, 暴风一样，好像一个 cloud, 一个黑云一样 to cover the land, thou and all thy bands and many people with you. And God said what? On that day you shall think an evil thought. Who? He's talking about referring to Russia again. And it's it shouldn't be a surprise, and an evil thought. And thou will say, that is in your heart, I will go up into the land of the involved villages, and I will go to them, and all of them that dwell without walls, and so on. So he's talking about now, perhaps the day will come when Israel will indeed have temporary peace. So 他们 become more lax. Maybe they feel, hey, boy, the worst is behind us. But you always have to remain vigilant, because lo and behold, the worst is yet to come. So anyway, what is it they want? Is that